Guys, what is up? It's Swift Assassin 33 here. And hold on, wait. I know what you're thinking. It's another gameplay where I'm using the ACR. And, you know, why aren't I putting out videos that have gun variety instead of just using the same gun? Well, sorry. Well, with Modern Warfare 3, guys, I've really reached a point to where I really don't care how overpowered my setup is that I'm using. I really don't care. I'm set up with Modern Warfare 3 in general and all the, you know, BS that happens in it. So what I try to do is use the best possible setup, the most dominant setup, that's the most overpowered gun in the game with the best setup, or the best perk and, you know, kill streak setup. I really don't care. So that's why you're seeing it again. I'm just basically using the best gun. I'll put more videos out with gun variety, you know, later, but for right now, or probably in my next video, but, you know, just for now, in this video, you have to stick with me using the ACR. I probably might even have a goodbye ACR mix, because I use that gun a lot. I have a ton of clips. And maybe I'll put out an ACR mix while I take a break from it for like a month. So that's why you're seeing it. I just really gotten to a point I really don't care with Modern Warfare 3. So, don't leave me comments about it, because I will put out content in the future with gun variety. Anyway, the main topic I wanted to talk about was the Heat and Thunder game from the NBA Finals. Game 3 just wrapped up about an hour ago. And, you know, the Heat won, and if you watch my first video, my crappiest video, I said that I was a Heat fan and a LeBron fan, and so you can probably imagine that I was pretty excited after the Heat won. I got really pumped, so I'm pretty pumped when I'm doing commentary. Might not sound like it with all the ranting I had in the beginning, but I am pretty hyped right now, because Heat are up 2-1, and they have 2 more games at home, and an opportunity to win the championship in front of their home crowd. So, I'm pretty happy about that. And now I also want to talk about just the series overall and how I think it's going to go. You know, in my opinion, you know, this may sound biased coming from a Heat fan, but I don't believe that OKC will be able to, with the shot they just took, winning or losing at home for the first time in the playoffs, and then also losing this game with key mistakes down the stretch. I really don't think that, since they're a young team with young players, that they're going to be able to recover on such a big stage, where Miami has had experience with this last year, and I believe that they will actually be the ones to prevail in the end, since they've felt disappointment like this before, of, you know, being so close and just not getting there. But the Thunder are a young team. I do believe they will win a championship in the future, but as for right now, I believe that Miami will win this series. And the funny thing is, people were saying that Miami was actually the underdog in this series coming in, and as a Heat fan, and probably the Heat players took that as, you know, basically a diss to their team, and I bet they just came out way more motivated, because I did not believe they were the underdog. I mean, seriously, any team with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh on the same team, you cannot call them an underdog, because when those 3 players are working in sync, they are almost impossible to be beaten. We saw it in the Celtics series when they were on elimination. D-Wade showed up in the 3rd and 4th quarters. LeBron had it going the whole game, and they won an Eastern Conference Finals game by 20, which you don't see too often. Well, you do, but, you know, under that kind of pressure, you know, it was pretty nice. And, you know, some of the reasons I think Miami will end up winning this series is because LeBron James, my favorite player, is a whole different player this year. He's coming in with an attitude like, in the playoffs, he came in with an attitude that no one's going to deny him of a ring. I mean, you saw it a little bit in the elimination game against the Celtics, you know, post-game interview, all he said was, I'm playing the whole second half, and then he had this look in his eyes like, you know, you're not going to stop me, and I'm going to do what I can to do whatever I can to help my team win, and we are not losing this game. And that's basically one of the main reasons why they're going to win, is because LeBron James, sometimes, as a fan, I'll admit, he can get in his own way a little. He can start celebrating, and, you know, it doesn't seem like he's going to be doing that. And that's one of the reasons that I think they will win. Another huge reason, and it's very underrated, is Chris Bosh. He is an extremely underrated player of the Heat team. People look at his numbers and say, well, he doesn't really do much for the team, so, you know, he's not really that big of a piece. But if you look at all the clutch offensive rebounds that he comes flying in for, you know, those really help your team. And he can hit the mid-range jump shot and drive pretty consistently. I won't trust him driving, but I will trust him taking that 15 to 17 footer all day, man. He knocks that down. So, you know, those are the, I mean, I can go into a whole new video about this, but those are the 2 or 3 main reasons why I think Miami will win this series. If you like the video, like, rate, comment, and subscribe. This has been Swift Assassin 33. I'll see you later.